Most people never stop to ask why they are the way they are. And I started looking at my personality through this new perspective, and it's changing how I live. I used to think in a certain way, and I used to think that I have these character traits that define me. So, for example, I'm a disciplined person, I'm a quiet person, I'm someone who gets up early. And I never asked if those traits that I have are serving me and if it is actually the right traits to have to become the person that I want to become. So then I saw this concept from Sam Ovens, and it's called binary poles. So I'll put up on the screen the binary poles and the most common comparisons of character traits for you to see, and you can take a screenshot and just basically go through these poles and see which ones of which side you're on. It'll make more sense when it's on the screen. And if you do this, you'll start to develop an understanding of your character traits. And if you have this future vision of who you want to be, are these traits that are currently in your character, are they the ones that are serving you? There's also like a whole Google Doc thing that I have from when I did the course back in the day, so I can share that. If anyone's interested, just leave a comment. I won't put it in the description, but you can message me. You basically have to imagine every trait that you have has an opposite. So, for example, discipline versus undisciplined, masculine versus feminine, loud versus quiet, and you can obviously see the one that's mostly aligned with your personality. For me, I'm like directly on one of the sides for pretty much all of those things. So you don't really want to be stuck on one of those sides because it can be a weakness in disguise, and you can c- persuade yourself that this is who I am, like this is good, this is. You have to really think about what would happen if, you were, say, for example, I'm sensible, right? Like I'm a sensible person. What would happen if I'm more silly? Like when I'm in a friend group, like I'm more silly, what happens? Like, does that actually improve my personality? Does that make me someone like more social, for example? Like I want to be a super social person. I love socializing, but then I'm serious. So maybe if I'm a bit more silly, maybe that will help my social life. So you have to try and just think of the opposite thing. Think of adding maybe some of those opposite things like being more silly into your personality and what that would do for you. So basically, if you're trying to grow, maybe it's not a good idea to double down on what you think your strengths are, but maybe there could be the most growth off just going a bit on the other side of this thing. So, like the examples I gave, maybe I'll give another example like being frugal, being generous. I'm a very frugal person. So maybe being more generous would make me more of a person that I want to be in the future, which that's definitely true. I don't want to put so much importance on money because I do put such high importance on money. And maybe by being more generous, it would make me become the person that I want to become. Yeah, I just wanted to speak about this today because I found this document when I took it, and there's more questions that you can answer about yourself, and you can do a personality test and things like that. But it really is an interesting concept because I'm thinking more and more like about my current traits and if those ones are serving me, if I should lean into a bit on the other side because I guess you have to, if you want to make progress and if you want to become like a person who is, more successful or more in shape and all of these things, you kind of have to think about like what that person looks like and what traits that person has. So I'm thinking about that a lot so I can be conscious and be making sure that, say I was an undisciplined person, but then I'm trying to like get a six pack, then maybe I'm like, damn, I should probably start figuring out how I can make my character a bit more disciplined so I can achieve this thing. As part of this worksheet as well, there's basically like a kind of an activity that you're supposed to do. So you're basically supposed to write down like four things that you wouldn't ever consider doing, but then you're going to do it. But you're going to do it like this week. So I remember when I did this document, I wrote down saying hi to people walking past the street. And it's not like this was some daunting thing to me, it's just I didn't do it. So then I started to just say hi to people. And it makes you feel super good, like even doing something like that. Like you just say hi to someone on the street and they smile and like it maybe it makes their day. Like it makes their day that you actually did that because a lot of people don't do that anymore, especially these days. And the other things was like taking a dance class, which I did, and I don't remember what the other one was, but it was basically four things that you should do this week. Take direct action on basically those other parts of the other side of the pole that you're on. And it wasn't life changing, but it was really interesting to see how that affected me. And doing it's just like a comfort zone thing as well, like doing things out of your comfort zone But then these things also propel you towards that person that you want to be. As I said, like if you want the worksheet to see like all of the questions that were on it and to go through yourself and have some sort of actionable step, then yeah, just message me and I'll just share you the Google Doc on Instagram or whatever. But yeah, that's what I wanted to speak about. Sorry if it was a bit all over the place. I just wanted to speak about this topic and maybe I didn't put it across in the best way, but I think I'll make a video on this in the future when I can conceptualize it a bit better. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.